Your Xbox Series X, your Xbox Series S, your cloud, your PC app, they've got so many great features that you probably don't even know about all of them, let alone use them all. So here are some of my favourite features that you might not be aware of, along with how to use them. Consider this video your complete guide to some of the handiest Xbox features around and everything they can do for you. Quick Resume is a feature that you've probably found yourself using without even trying. It's just one of those lovely, unintrusive features that just makes your life a little bit better without you even noticing it's there. It's like an air freshener or a really quiet Roomba. For those that don't know, Quick Resume allows Xbox Series X and S gamers to pause their game and leave it in that perfectly suspended state while they hop off into other apps or even other games. But to truly get the most out of Quick Resume, you need to know exactly what it can do. So here are the specifics. You can keep 3 Xbox Series X or S games at a time suspended, but depending on complexity and size, that could actually be more, plus a couple more from the OG Xbox or Xbox 360 era via backwards compatibility, which is another one of my favourite Xbox features, by the way. But here's what most people don't do. You can also pin up to 2 games in Quick Resume so that they'll stay suspended no matter how many more games and apps you open. Just head into My Games and Apps, Groups, and then Quick Resume. Highlight the game that you want to pin, hit the menu button, and select Pin to Quick Resume. To set your anxieties at ease, no. Having a bunch of games suspended in Quick Resume won't hamper your console's performance in any way, and it also won't take up any additional space, so there really are no drawbacks, and it's amazing for those games that you just love dipping back into now and then. As the name suggests, FPS Boost boosts the FPS, or frames per second, of a whole load of older games up to 60 or even 120 FPS. The full list is obviously far too long for me to read out, and that would make for a pretty weird video. It contains some absolute bangers like Fallout New Vegas, Dark Souls 3, the entire Gears of War series, and one of my personal favourites, Star Wars Battlefront. And let me tell you, when some hideous mutant, ghoul, locust, or Luke Skywalker is bearing down on you, well, those extra frames can make all the difference. FPS Boost makes those trips down memory lane that much smoother, allowing you to enjoy decades of classic titles with a little extra modern polish, which, to be fair, you've paid for a modern console and you should get modern performance. But if you do want to recreate the original experience in all its bumpy glory, just highlight the game in question, hit the menu button, and open up compatibility options. You can toggle FPS Boost on or off. Right, let's chat cloud gaming, because there's been a lot of shake-ups recently, and because it's one that you really want to be getting in on because it is just so sweet. Cloud gaming, for those who don't know, is a feature that allows Xbox Game Pass Ultimate users to stream games onto their phones, tablets, PCs, and various other devices like Samsung or LG TVs. There are hundreds of cloud-compatible games in the Game Pass library. I mean, everything from Atomfall to Zombie Army 4, A to Z. There's also now a range of games that Ultimate members can stream if they own them as well, which throws titles like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Baldur's Gate 3, Star Wars Outlaws, Cyberpunk, Hades. You can even play a small game called Fortnite on cloud as well, if you've ever heard of that. The whole streaming process has also now been streamlined, so that whatever device you want to stream on, all you got to do is open up a web browser and go to xbox.com/play, or if you want to stream straight onto your console, just choose the game you want to play with cloud gaming and hit that big old button that says Play with Cloud Gaming. I mean, I probably didn't need to tell you that, did I? Key thing to look out for, though, are the icons under each title that will tell you if you can play it with mouse and keyboard, touch controls, or via Xbox controller. There are loads of situations where cloud gaming can be an absolute lifesaver. I mean, maybe you've gone on holiday and you've not brought your console with you. Maybe you do have your console, but someone else is hogging the TV it's plugged into. Or maybe you just need to play some Goat Simulator right now without waiting for the game to download, which is totally fair, totally valid. Here's another way you can play away from home: remote play. Ooh. Remote play allows you to stream the games that are installed on your console, including backwards compatible titles from the original Xbox and 360 eras onto your smartphone, PC, or tablet. And it is about to be expanded to also include Meta Quest headsets, Samsung Smart TVs, and Amazon Fire Sticks. So your Xbox games have truly never been more remotely playable. And it's dead easy to use as well. You just have to turn on remote features in your console settings menu, then grab the device that you want to play on, open up a web browser, and head to xbox.com/remote play. It's as easy as that. Well, actually, you do need to sign into your account if you haven't done so already, but once you finish doing that, then it's as easy as that. And there's nothing worse than when you're absolutely immersed in an atmospheric game like South of Midnight or Hellblade 2, only to be cruelly dragged away from your precious console by work or school or some other nonsense. But with remote play, you can jump right back in and keep the good times rolling. Or in Hellblade's case, the somewhat bleak, emotionally devastating times rolling. Also, stay in school, kids, come on. But Xbox's other great remote feature is the ability to set games to download onto your console remotely using the Xbox app on your phone. And for this, you also need to make sure that you've got your console's power options set to sleep rather than shutdown. Then all you need to do is open up the Xbox app, search up the game you want to install, and hit download to console. Because, there's simply nothing like coming home to a fresh new game in the oven, all downloaded, installed, and ready to go. Okay, over to PC for this next one. The Xbox Game Bar is packed with absolutely incredible tools for PC gamers to take advantage of, and you can conjure it up at any time just by hitting the Windows button along with the G key. So, Win G. Wing it. Yeah, nice. From here, you can record your gameplay and check how your PC is currently running, but another incredibly useful one is within the Xbox app itself. If you select a game on the app and you look right here, you'll be able to see how well the game should play depending on the complexity of the title and your PC's specs. And this is just super handy for if you've got a bit of an older machine you're not too sure about. But here's a tip. If you're still not sure, you could just play it with cloud gaming anyway if you have a Game Pass Ultimate subscription. That way you can play on any PCs. Yeah, even nanas. And then another great feature for people who play games on multiple devices, and man, Xbox really does have a lot of those, huh? It's Xbox Play Anywhere. For games that feature Xbox Play Anywhere, you can move freely between console and PC with your save files following you wherever you go, and you only have to buy the game once. So say if you're playing Avowed, or if you like playing on a variety of platforms, if you keep those platforms in a lot of different locations, or if you often find yourself punted off your PC or console at some really inopportune moments, well, the ability to pick up right where you left off on another device is truly wonderful. And yet, it's not a feature that you hear about nearly as often as you should, so you might want to check and see which of your games support it. And if you have been enjoying Xbox Play Anywhere in a particular game, why don't you hit the comments and spread the word. Xbox Series X and S consoles allow players to shrink certain games by removing content they don't actually need, so that less storage space is used up while their gameplay experience remains totally unaffected. For example, if you're playing on a Series S, there might be some 4K texture packs that you can just ditch to make a little extra room. To see if any of your games can be shrunk, just head into My Games and Apps, select Manage, and then Free Up Space, where you'll find a nice little Shrinkable Games tab. The Free Up Space menu will also highlight any games that you've got duplicate copies of installed. How do you manage that? Or those that you just no longer have access to. So it's a great place to poke around if your hard drive is starting to get a little bit cramped. New Xbox features are being added and upgraded all the time, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that you guys are the first to know about them, so just be sure to subscribe and ring the bell before you go so you don't miss it. Bye!